Hello, my name is Tiffany Fleming and I'm a Director at Headspace Academics. My role is to help independent schools gain maximum return from their admissions efforts and marketing budgets. I help schools to reach a wider audience, increase new pupil inquiry levels, and improve inquiry conversion rates. This Governor's Short identifies how you can add further value to your school and better establish what it is that sets your school apart from your competitors. Defining your school's unique selling point, your USP, will afford you opportunities you may have previously overlooked. As Benjamin Franklin once said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Schools are, by their very nature, where learning occurs. However, most schools have overlooked the importance of knowledge and of knowledge management. In contrast, commercial firms have long recognised knowledge as a valuable strategic asset and a key resource. But what is knowledge management? And how can you use it to add value to your school? Well, knowledge management is the process of capturing, distributing, and effectively using facts, accumulating what you know, storing what you know, and then sharing what you know. According to Woody Allen, some drink deeply from the river of knowledge, and others only gargle. Successful knowledge management is a way of drinking deeply in order to establish and maintain competitive advantage. It allows you to make decisions based on fact, not feelings. It allows for rich, deep, and open communication, and it ensures that the specialist knowledge of staff don't leave with them or go unutilised by other members of your team who would also benefit from the knowledge. It allows for better situational awareness and helps you to identify best practice and documents lessons learned. It presents an opportunity to improve your school's efficiency and productivity and guarantees the right information is available to the right people at the right time. Putting it simply, knowledge management is the reason we no longer ride horses, but instead choose cars as our preferred mode of transport. Henry Ford's most famous adage, "If I'd asked people what they wanted, they'd have said faster horses," is a classic example of the creativity and innovation available to us all when we're able to question the facts. Take as an example the pharmaceutical industry. The value is not on the pills it produces, but in the information it holds. The pills are simply a byproduct of years of testing and research, and it is this data on which the value of the business is calculated. Apply the same business model to your school, and you will operate and innovate based on reliable information. This is significant to your success and key to creating a robust strategic plan. Knowledge is defined as facts, information, skills acquired through education or experience, understanding of a subject or situation, and awareness. And there are two main types of knowledge: explicit and tacit. Explicit knowledge is information that's easily codified and taught, such as how to change the toner in your printers or how to create an effective teaching plan. Tacit knowledge is more intuitive, it's less easy to package and share with others, and therefore it is easily lost or missed. Examples of tacit knowledge are innovative thinking and understanding body language. Knowledge management is the efficient handling of all this information, and it's the process of discovering, assembling, evaluating, classifying, and then sharing through documents, procedures, resources, and staff skills. It is identifying what your school knows, identifying where your knowledge is currently stored, for example, in the minds of a specific teacher, within a specific department, an old file maybe, or even with an external consultant. Identifying the form your knowledge is currently stored in. That could be, as an example, on a paper system or digital soft copy in the cloud. And identifying how you can make this knowledge available to those who would benefit from it, and how best to share it with relevant staff so they too can take advantage. How to make sure it's not lost or overlooked. You could set up a mentoring relationship between experienced staff and new team members, or implement a document management system to provide easy access to key information. It is about methodically accessing your school's know-how versus its needs and then logging the information accordingly. Now, there are 4 key areas to knowledge management. The first is data, and this is any raw data or facts that are available to you. Data is only useful once it's been processed. It's one of those key areas within a school where time is lost and workload is duplicated. How often do you and your team look up raw data to analyse it for inclusion within a report or for an audit, or possibly even when you're considering an innovation? Data needs to become information before it becomes useful. If you convert data to information once and do it right, it can be easily distributed to members of your team. You can utilise your experts in the subject to best convert the data, therefore maximising its quality. To be really useful and effective, raw data should be processed using the 5 W's: who, what, where, when, and why. Once you've converted your data using the 5 W's, it becomes useful information. Next comes knowledge. Information only becomes knowledge after it's been further analysed, taking into account your school's experiences. It's at this stage that knowledge can start to be used to make decisions. Finally comes wisdom. This is where the true value is held. When you've acquired knowledge, you can use it in conjunction with your experiences, expertise, and personal judgment to form wisdom. What's the difference between knowledge and wisdom? Well, knowledge is knowing tomatoes are a fruit, and wisdom is not adding tomatoes to your fruit salad. This discovery process is helped by having a solid understanding of the knowledge flow of your school. Start with capture. Decide how you will capture new and existing knowledge and how it will be stored. Every school contains a vast amount of knowledge, and it must be stored and organised in a clear, deliberate and well-structured manner. By creating a system that's mapped and categorised, knowledge and indeed wisdom is more easily shared. This can include scanning old documents or using metadata and indexing techniques, converting old files to soft copy versions. Next is process. How best can this knowledge be incorporated? This step involves deep analysis of the information captured. Your school must organise and assess the knowledge to see how best it can be categorised and where it will have the most impact on the school structure. This step is where your school should be establishing and promoting a cultural shift toward knowledge sharing and developing your staff to be innovators. If you consider how much innovation and problem solving has been generated by the recent pandemic, you'll appreciate the value of this information and how easily it could be lost. By capturing it now, assessing it, further opportunities and solutions will be identified in the months and years ahead. Finally, sharing and benefiting. For this, you need to ask yourself how best your staff can access the knowledge. Here's a tale of 2 small boys. John and Jim, they were friends. Jim had a dog, and one day they were walking the dog, and Jim said, proudly, "I've taught my dog to whistle." "What do you mean?" said John. "He's not whistling now." "I know," said Jim. "I said I taught him. I didn't say he'd learned." The point of knowledge management is to enable easy access to facts within your school. It's no good claiming to have knowledge if it's neither available or shared by your staff. Creating a system that works is the first step, but your team need to understand how to use that system and be comfortable with it. All too often in my previous role, work was duplicated because teachers didn't understand how to access the information and they were too embarrassed to ask. We have a duty to make sure that our teams are comfortable with the processes and the systems we have in place. Implementing induction and training programs can help increase the understanding of knowledge management systems. This allows you and your team to learn from your past mistakes and not repeat them, and to learn about your successes and how best to replicate them. It can also help to better exploit existing knowledge assets by redeploying them to the areas where your school stands to make most gain. For example, using knowledge from one department to improve another, or modifying knowledge from past process to create a new solution. It can help to promote a long-term focus developing the right competencies and skills, and removing obsolete or out-of-date information, another common failure within school teams. It can help to enhance your school's ability to innovate. It can help to enhance your school's ability to protect its key knowledge and competencies from being lost or copied. The goal of knowledge management is to provide reliable and secure information and to make it available throughout your school's life cycle. The benefits are a more efficient workplace, faster, better decision making, increased collaboration, reduced duplication, capturing and building on your school's existing knowledge, and optimising onboarding and training. It also leads to improved staff satisfaction and retention, more effective training and communication, and as I've said before, increased innovation. So in summary, how can knowledge management help you and your school? Here's a recap. The purpose is to gather the raw data that you hold and convert it into useful information. Add to that information your experience and you start to build a knowledge base. Add to your knowledge base your previous findings, your experiences, and you build wisdom. Share your wisdom with your team and you can better meet your tactical and strategic requirements. It will help your school to be more effective. Ensure your staff have clear and common understanding. Provide complete and accurate information when needed at any given point in time. Information you can rely on, reducing duplication and ensuring the facts are up to date. Knowledge management safeguards specialist know-how. It won't be lost with staff departures or go unutilised by other members of your team. Being able to access the information whenever it's needed will help you keep your staff informed and motivated. And maintaining quality knowledge base will give you access to data that will be really useful for identifying new opportunities. It's an important tool for any company that wants to increase its bottom line and its market share. Headspace Academics can assist you with your knowledge management review. This will highlight to you and your senior management team the competitive advantages your school offers. In addition, we can also support you in developing your strategic plan and for inspection preparation via our inspection health check. Whatever your needs, future-proofing involves making sure that you're basing your decisions on facts, not feelings. If you'd like more information on knowledge management or any of the other support services we offer, or you'd like to speak to me or any other member of the team, please contact Danielle Hutchings on support@headspaceacademics.com. Thank you for your time.